Welcome to the other side of normal, where strange stories, unexplained experiences, and curious minds meet. I'm Nacho. Here, the questions matter more than the answers. This is the other side of normal. Okay, there's nobody on yet, but
We'll give it a
I give
minute.
them a minute or two. While I'll sit here and eat my meat stick.
I was looking at the ingredients, and what grossed me out is it said beef heart. And I was like, nope, I'm out. I'm not eating that. I should have never looked at what was in it.
Liked it before, then what does it matter now?
I know, right? Now I'm kind of grossed out.
Hmm.
I should have never looked at what was in it. I know, right? Grossed out.
Okay, there's one person on our live, which might be me. Ah, so they just logged into the live on Facebook, so I'm sure it's me. If you're
Wouldn't it
logged
be
in,
two?
now it says two.
Where's all my peeps at?
Now it says four. So there's four people on. One
I
of
don't
them might
see.
be me.
I don't see me.
I don't. You don't see nobody because I haven't put nobody on there yet.
Oh. I'm such a
There.
goofball. Oh, there we go.
This isn't a
Where's
smoke
all my?
break.
Of course. I had to adjust my chair also. I felt like I was sitting on the floor. Let me put my little tripod here. There we go. Cute. I got my jammies on still. I need to get a
Well,
shower.
now we're back to two people. So I don't know what just happened. We was all the way up to four.
I scared him away with this crazy hair.
You came on and scared everybody away.
I think so. Hi, Anna
There's
Mae.
Anime.
I scared
You didn't
everybody
scare.
away with this hat
You didn't scare
on this
Anime
big
away.
hair. I'm a hot mess right now. I was elbow deep in pancake batter. I never even brushed my hair today. I'm a hot mess.
I didn't either. So
The things you do for love.
or ghosts.
Or ghosts. You're right. You're right. Ghosts.
Oh
I
shoot!
get to watch. I get to watch the fish in front of me.
Don't fall asleep.
Oh, I won't. I'm just sitting here thinking I got to add water to these tanks, and I'm making sure they're not having little fishies anywhere.
They're fine.
I
They
don't
don't
trust
need
them.
need they don't need you to be their family planning.
Oh, yes, they do.
Oh, no, no.
If they had their way, they'd have eggs every week.
Well,
My
we
little
might as well
skip.
just start. So, um, this week, well, we're not going to the Bel Air house. We were supposed to go to the Bel Air house, but we're not going to the Bel Air house now. Why aren't we going to
Nachos
the Bel
going
Air house?
because I have stitches.
Snitches get stitches.
I honestly, I can't do anything with my hair. I can't put a brush through it because I have many stitches on the top of my head. and I refuse to go in public looking like a hot mess.
So Mark's gonna be so kind as to fill in.
He's going to take my place, so him and Nacho will be going with Ryan from Trap Souls and Mandy from Ghost Sisters.
Donna said she will be a little late. She has to stop at the store.
Oh, I wish she could go for me.
She could, but it'd be a few hours before she got here. So we'll stop on me
So,
going. That's for sure.
so
You
what's
know,
on the agenda for Sunday Funday?
there's no agenda for Sunday Funday. Sunday
Oh,
Funday is whatever happens, whatever pops up, whatever we talk about, whatever people want to know about, um, whatever you want to talk about. It doesn't matter. There's Sundays are just fun days. It's whatever. We don't have to think about it. We don't have to spend hours planning a podcast like I normally do. It's just pop up and go.
I think I'm going to try another TikTok recipe today.
Oh, what's that?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh,
It's either going to be something with chicken or something with pork. I'm not quite sure.
okay. So it's a
Yesterday's was
surprise.
pretty good. Yesterday's was pretty good, though, I have to admit.
Yes, yes, it was
Something different.
Mongolian beef with ground beef and noodles instead of rice.
And flank steak.
So it was pretty decent. I enjoyed that.
I might actually even bake something today. They won't be brookies, but they'll be close.
Well, somebody else has popped on. I can't tell who, but so if you popped in, say hi so we know who you are. I don't know why this doesn't let us. Um, oh, Danny's on. Danny and Jim. Danny or Jim. Jim or Danny. Jim and Danny. I
Hello,
think I got
Danny or
every
Jim or both.
combination. I think I got every combination possible.
I'm a brave soul for hopping on here looking like a hot mess.
She said it looked delicious.
It was really good, Danny. It was really good. I will
She
definitely
told
be
me
making that again.
she told me that you could send her some, make some for her at any time.
I actually might make a batch of that when we do one of our investigations with them, one of our overnights. Put it in the slow cooker.
Nice.
It was so easy to make. It took 10 minutes to make, literally 25 minutes from start to finish.
I can do this. Let's see if I can do this. Um,
Oh, great. I have the furnace blasting in my ear now. We just need the kegerator to kick on and then I'll
it
be
will.
drowned out in noise.
It will.
This used to be the man cave that I'm sitting in. Now it's my she shed slash laundry room slash junk catch-all.
Let me see if I can do this. Um,
Oh, great. A close-up.
I'm trying to. Oh,
Go ahead. You can make me big. I don't care.
image. Could not. Could not add image. Why not?
So the upcoming investigation at the Bel Air House Friday, Danny. Um, I'm not going to go because obviously I have these stitches and I can't. do anything with his hair. It's a hot mess. So Mark from our team has graciously decided to fill in for me. So him, Nacho, and Ryan and Mandy will be investigating Friday at the Bel Air house. And I'll just be drowning my sorrows in a little Jack and Coke.
That's so weird. I
And
can't
I'm
open that photo.
and then I'll treat myself to pizza.
Yeah, we're probably treating ourselves to pizza too. Yeah. I'm not sure when I'm going to do the spirit box because I have to work all week. Hey, Shadow. Shadow's on.
Maybe
You're doing
Thursday
okay.
evening. Thursday evening
Yeah.
when you get home.
Yeah, because Friday it's probably going to be get home and go. So I'll probably have to do it Thursday. Probably won't get home till 4 or 5 because it's Thursday and there's extra shit to do at work. So probably be 4 or 5
Well,
on Friday, and then I can do it.
I'll stock you up on snacks. Make sure you have everything ready to go.
Mark said he'll drive so that if we decide to come home, I can not worry about being up for 26 hours and driving home. But I
Yeah, and
think
I'm
we'll
not
probably
like
stay anyway.
I didn't go because I have to wear a hat right now because it's very tender and sore, and I can't put a brush through this hair. So I'm like, you know what? It's best that I just step back from this one.
Boy, this is the first time is it the first time I've gone without you on an
Yes,
investigation?
yes, it will be the
Ooh,
first and the last because I will be
never
coming to
say
everyone after.
never say never.
That's true.
Snacks.
Yes, I'll have him a bag of snacks ready to go. Little cooler, pop, water, you name it. How many say pop? How many say soda?
How many say soda pop or
I
sody
just
pop?
call it. I just call it pop.
I call it what it is. It's Pepsi, it's Dr. Pepper, it's Coke, it's Sprite, it's root beer. I don't call it either one really. How about that?
You're so funny. It is going to be very weird, but I'm going to tune in and watch them, and they're going to be on different platforms Friday. So I'm sure like all three of them are going to do some type of live walkthrough by themselves. And Mandy always records on some platform her investigations. Ryan, not so much when he's investigating, and we usually set up a live somewhere. And I'm sure Nacho and Mark will do that. So we're going to be on Facebook, probably TikTok. Um, I don't know about YouTube, but Mandy will be on, I'm sure, her page, which is Ghost Sisters. And if Ryan has anything that he's going live on, it will be on his page, Trap Souls. So we'll be on three: Verona Ghost, Trap Souls, Ghost Sisters.
I think we're sending Ryan to the basement by himself to do a solo, and he'll probably do that as a live right off the bat.
Right, right.
Um, I think I will be enough of a trigger object that I don't need to take anything else there. Um,
So I'm a little hesitant for him to take our dolls there because I don't want something to attach to our already haunted dolls. Um, because that place is has a negative vibe to me. And the last time we were there, which will be 2 years practically to the date, Nacho ended up getting an attachment there for 18 months. And hopefully there's nothing that will attach to him that night. And I don't want anything to attach to our
well,
dolls. So,
I know a little more than I did then, and we're not depending on somebody else to take care of things that don't take care of things. So it's all
yeah.
good.
So make sure, like, he'll make sure that he wears what he needs to wear. Um, what do you have? Saint Benedict?
Yeah, I have a ring and a bracelet of St. Anthony and a cross.
Yeah. And
Nope.
and he'll make sure that when he leaves that he makes it clear that nothing's allowed to follow him or Mark for that matter.
Yep. And I've got holy water. So
And it helps that he's ordained, so yeah.
we are well prepared. I've got sage. I got it all. I got
And and we're more educated now than we were 2 years ago. So yeah.
Santo Palo, all of it. I got it all.
Yeah. That was our first investigation, and we literally went in there blind with a group that claimed to know everything. One of the oldest teams in Pittsburgh.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
And they literally threw us out there to the wolves and did nothing for us and didn't warn us about anything, didn't didn't guide us along at all. And we were literally hanging out there like a leaf on a branch. And that's what happened. But we learned a valuable lesson.
Shadow was here. I think he's gone.
I scared him away. See?
He said, "Hey guys, what's up?" and then was gone. I think.
What's that?
I said. He said, "Hey guys, how you doing? What's up?" and I think he's gone.
I said pancakes, and he was like, time to eat.
Pancake. Oh, so what else is going on?
Nothing. I'm going to try to do something today. I think I'm going to clean this house. It needs it.
So after this, yeah. Okay, I lost my train of thought. So after the Bel Air house, the next one is um OSR, right? With Almay and everybody. So that's where the follower that I had left. Are you going to put equipment in the closet?
In the attic.
Uh, yep, yep. Well, I learned some things this weekend, so absolutely, there's some definite things I've got to check out.
Well, I want you to check when you're there to see if that little leprechaun is still on the furnace in the basement because that
That
was
was
a little freaky.
that was a lot freaky. That was a lot.
Considering I had a whole conversation about leprechauns, and then we get there and within the hour and we go to the basement, and what is sitting on the furnace? A leprechaun. I don't know how that happens. I cannot see somebody for 10 years and they pop into my brain, or like I will just think of a memory and be like, I wonder whatever happened with this or that, and then all of a sudden it it appears. Like, it is the weirdest thing. And the scariest part is a lot of times, and I hate to say this, but a lot of times I'll be thinking about somebody I haven't seen in like 10 years, and they usually die within the week. So,
Well, please
yeah.
stop thinking about me because I'm.
No,
Yes, I'm excited for it too.
I'm talking about people that I haven't seen in like 10 years.
I
And
know.
then,
I know.
like, I'm like, wow, I start thinking of all the memories and all the fun things we do and did and blah, blah, blah. And then I like reconnect with them briefly, and then something really terrible happens. And it's really, it just blows my mind. And that happened quite a lot, unfortunately. So stay on my good side.
Yeah. Oh, having technical difficulties. So after this, we're going to OSR. Tell us about your time at OSR.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
So
you.
has anybody been to OSR? If you haven't been there, the place is massive. There's a particular area in OSR called the Jesus Room. And imagine, if you will, a big, huge room with debris hanging from the ceilings, debris on the floor that crunches when you walk. And then there are two sections of row seats. The front row is like church pews, and then the second row is maybe a church pew and theater seats. All of these things are not bolted to the floor. The back of the room has a big, huge mural of Jesus painted on the wall. And then I think there's like a movie projector screen with like Betty Grable or something on it. And
Jane
you're
Mansfield.
there, Jane Mansfield. So you're sitting in the dark, and we happened to be in this room, and we had two young ladies hanging out with us that night. And they had never investigated before, or if they had, they were pretty green about it. One young lady sat in the front left row by herself. Nacho sat in the front right row by himself. He was recording. I sat two rows back in theater seats, and the other young lady was three seats to my right, sitting in the same row of seats. We hear a big, huge crashing noise in the front of the room. We had been hearing noises in there all night, and we're trying to hone in where they're coming from. And we're asking questions. Nacho's recording. We hear this big crash, and Nacho says, "Where did that come from?" And I said, "It would be up front to my extreme left in the corner." So as he goes to stand to focus his camera in that area, we hear what sounds like running and crunching on the floor. And something hit the back of the row seat so hard that it rolled myself and the young lady that was sitting a couple down from me onto our feet. I mean, you audibly heard it and felt it, and we were rolled onto our feet, and the four of us like screamed, like it was the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced. And the young lady screamed, "WTF, this is the Jesus room." And some of the pictures
That's
he's
right.
putting up. And we all got together, and like we were all back to back, the four of us, and we're all looking in different corners. And apparently, whatever it was, it wanted us to leave. Well, on the back wall where the mural is of Jesus, the picture of Jesus, you see a really dark shadow figure. It looked like something very menacing, like just kind of like moving back and forth, like just staring us down. It was like it was time to go. So the four of us were like, nope, we're out of here. We left the room, and we never made it back to that room the rest of the night. And I will never forget that experience. I've never had anything hit me from behind so hard and roll me onto my feet, that it just, like, at first it was like terrifying, and then it was like, calm down, get your wits about you, and then let's make a plan and exit. And that's exactly what we did. The only light that was coming in that night is exactly what you see. It was from there's an actual real life prison behind this closed down prison, and that the light that's coming in the window is from the other prison yards. So that is the only light that we had in there that night. And that is one of the photographs that I had taken, and it was so blurry, but the photo that I took after that was clear as a bell. So whatever was over there obviously did not want us to actually focus in on it. It just stared us down, and it was just playing games with us all night.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
It was very crazy. And I want to go back to that room. Honestly, I want to go back and see if we can either recreate that or experience something like that again.
I'll be standing over here with the camera this time again.
Obviously I'm terrified of heights. So if anybody's ever been to OSR, you have these jail tiers that are kind of
So
in the
block,
middle. What did you say?
cell block.
Yes. So you have these cell block tiers, and I think we might have been in the either the east wing or the west wing. And you just keep climbing the metal grated stairs and you go up, and then you can walk a catwalk. It's like a catwalk, but there's a fence right there so you don't get thrown over the railing, obviously, and land way at the bottom. I have never been I'm more afraid of heights than I am of spirits. And we were up there, and I think we were on the third or the fourth tier, and we get to the end, and the floor is grated. So you can see through the grates all the way to the bottom. And I froze, and I was like, how am I going to get from here to the stairs? Like, I was in a panic. And I'm like, I would rather take my chances and turn around and walk past all of these cells and exit the other way than walk across that. My biggest fear was I would step on that grate and end up on the concrete floor 4 levels down. But I did it. But they say face your fear. I don't care how many times I climb up something that high. I'm not facing that fear. I do not like heights at all. So you'll never catch me rock climbing. Not doing it. That's the only thing that terrifies me more than anything in this world. Fear of heights.
Heights, but there's worse things for me.
Well, you've also
I'm,
parachuted,
uh,
and
I'm
so you can't be afraid of heights.
I have a few more,
Walk
few
with
more pictures
me.
to upload. We don't have a lot of
So,
pictures from OSR, but I just grabbed a few more to throw up here. Let's try this one.
I smoke, unfortunately, but I don't smoke in my house, so I had to take you along with me. I smoke in my garage in the winter and outside in the summer.
So there's a shot of the place from the outside. Have you flown in an airplane before, Deborah?
Yes, and that does not bother me in the least. Like, I'm all about air. The first time I ever flew was an experience. I thought we were going to die. I didn't know there were wing flaps on the plane to slow it down, but everybody else knew I was terrified. And when those wing flaps popped up and I screamed, everybody on that entire plane laughed. And I was even like the cabin, I don't even know, cabin personnel. They're not stewardesses anymore, but the cabin personnel, everybody was in on it. And I did not think it was funny. And then after that, I was like, okay, we're good. But the weird thing is, I love bridges. You can put me on the highest bridge and I'm fine with it. It's the fear of heights, like not I just don't feel like I'm in control. Like I'm going to fall through the floor or it's weird. It's weird. Everybody has a phobia. That's mine. There you go.
Me and the cardboard cutouts. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, that's where I left my follower. So hopefully he stays there because we don't need any more of that.
What?
The follower. I said hopefully he stays there.
Oh yeah. So when we were at OSR, that's where the follower jumped off of you and stayed. So this time we're going to Bel Air into the OSR afterwards. So maybe if you do get something, you can leave it at OSR. I don't want to go to OSR and you bring the follower back, if you
That's
know
what
what
I
I
said.
mean.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I never listen.
I know. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure he doesn't.
Thank goodness. So anybody else ever been on an investigation and felt like they had some kind of attachment follow them back home?
Hopefully not. See, other than we've got like 1,000 podcasts coming up. Um, so after OSR, 2 days after OSR, we have the ninth annual North Hills Homebrew Fest, which we're going to be doing our podcast there and maybe selling some T-shirts and hanging out and talking with people. So come to the North Hills Brew Fest at
You
the
can come and drink beer.
Syria Shriners Grand Ballroom. Meet a bunch of my homebrew friends and sample some really good homebrew beers and have a good evening. You'll have to
I
find their
plan on
tickets
it.
on the North Hills Homebrew Fest Facebook page. It's a really, really good event. I think this will be the eighth out of nine I've been to. We were out of town last year, but I typically always made beer for this fest and was there as a brewer. But then the last few years, since I don't really homebrew anymore, I just go as a guest. And Brian, the guy that runs it, has asked me and my buddy Justin Goodfellow to go around and judge some beers and pick our favorite. And I don't know if we'll be doing that again or not this year, but
And
I'll
the
go
win
around and pick my favorite anyway.
and the winner of that brew fest actually gets to brew with I
Penn
forget the
Brewing.
name, Penn Brewing, and their brew goes on the menu. So it's a pretty big deal. And all of the proceeds from that event go to the Syria Shriners and they help children.
It's a
So,
good event. It's a good cause. So come and check it out. And if you don't drink beer, they have designated driver packages as well. That's cheaper,
and they have good food.
and they have food trucks. It's cool. So after that, let's see, podcast. Oh, April 11th, we're going back to the Reliquary with Unique Paranormal 1.5, and they are awesome. We love them, and we love the Reliquary. So when they asked, we're like, "Yeah, we'll come." So we're headed back there on April 11th, which I think will be really, really good. It's always a good time there. And then into May, we're going back to the Octagon House for the third year, fifth time, um, with Steel City Paranormal. Woohoo! They've not experienced the Octagon yet, so
Oh, they're going to love it.
really, really looking forward to sharing this one because I absolutely love this place. There's nothing scary about it. There's nothing creepy about it, but it's just really, really active. It has never failed to produce. Now watch, this will be the time because I talked it up. Um, May 16th to 18th. Oh, we haven't nailed that down yet, but we're headed to
It's-
Ocean City for a couple investigations with a couple of good friends. And I think that'll be cool. We'll wait until we get that nailed down. And June 19th, 20th, and 21st, Creep It Real Fest at the Old Stone Jail in Evansburg, PA. We are
You got
a
it, Danny.
we are a bronze sponsor for that. You see our logo on a few different things that they promote, and we'll be there doing our podcast and having a good time. I would highly recommend coming out to that. Evansburg is not far, so it's a nice little drive out there. Right out
I
22, zip, and you're there.
I think it's going to be held at the Old Stone Jail.
That's what I said, the Old Stone Jail.
So you get a chance to investigate there too.
Yeah, I don't know if we will or not. We'll see, but usually there's too many people on those for me.
Yes. And we've investigated there before. I'd like to go back,
Hmm.
so I will contact Dave about that.
Whoops. Whoops. And then let's see. June 28th, we're going to Penhurst Asylum with Steel City Paranormal Society. Well, I'll be right back. You take your time. Um, which will be really cool. We haven't been there. Obviously, we haven't been there. And this will probably be the last time that we have the opportunity. Danny and Jim invited us, and we're like, "Oh, yes, we will go." Ryan is also invited to that, but I'm not sure if he can go or not. That's June 28th. And then August 7th, we're going to Moundsville Penitentiary. And guess who we're going with? Steel City Paranormal Society. Are you seeing a trend here? Um, so Moundsville on August 7th. That's from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. Then August 8th, we drive down to the old hospital on College Hill with Steel City Paranormal Society. And I think that actually wraps up our summer tour with them. But I still think it'll be really cool. Then August 16th through the 18th, we're going to Billy Creek Village and Indiana State Sanitarium with Trap Souls and RC Paranormal and oh, everybody. Southern Ohio,
Al May.
uh, Almay's going. I mean, like everybody's going to that again, so that'll be fun. And then September 11th and 12th, which is almost a month later, we get a break. As of now, it's a break. Um, we're going to the Cleveland, and Ryan and I are going to be doing be on the Spirits podcast both days, live from talking to people, showing you what's going on if you haven't gone. Then 2 weeks later, we're going to Western PA Cryptid and Supernatural Expo in Johnstown, the Masonic Center, and that'll be pretty cool. That's run by our friend Bill Rigby, and so we'll be doing that. And then we start rounding out the season right now. November 7th is our last scheduled one. That is the Fellowship of the Spirits, um, and it's at Haunted Terrace View in Millersburg, Ohio. Souls, RC Paranormal, Ohio Paranormal Society. I think Lake Erie is coming with us. Um,
I think there's one I forgot to put on the calendar, and it's Broadwell Funeral Home.
oh yeah, got Broadwell on there yet?
I mean, that's scheduled, but I didn't put it on yet.
Yeah, what's going on there, Slacker?
I I'm slacking.
Now I got to look it up.
So, in
Hmm.
addition to all of those, we want to take a vacation for ourselves. And then I have a few irons in the fire for a few other locations that I'm going to reach out to our team members only and possibly get those scheduled. Um, yeah.
Broadwell Funeral Home is on. It looks like it's May 13th, which can't be.
Oh,
Oh
I
yeah,
better
it's
get,
on there. May 13th, Haunted Broadwell Funeral Home. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just skipped over it. Sorry about that. Yeah, so May went from not having anything to be impactful. August is
June, we have
active.
one. So I want to book a couple in June, a couple in July, and a couple in October. But the problem with October is a lot of these locations turn into haunted attractions for the public, um, which I don't particularly care for those type of things. Um, yeah, they usually shut down just for haunted attractions at that time because of Halloween. And then
Well,
I got
that's
to
the
start
time that we'll
planning a
go
big,
to. That's the time of year we'll go to places like the Bill Manor that are smaller.
right. I'd like to go back to Post Town, but I don't know if it'll be this year because that's a hell of a drive.
Yep, 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 yep. We're going where on a
Plus,
Wednesday? Broadwell? I think it is a Wednesday.
right. So, in addition to all of this, we still have a life, obviously, and we have a lot of brew festival events that we want to go to, a lot of beer festivals. We have some socializing that I know I want to do. So, I want to get out with friends and barbecues and picnics and bashes because we're involved in veteran type stuff too. Um, so we have a lot of hobbies. Plus, Nacho wants to get out there and ride that motorcycle. So we're going to do some little road trips. And yeah, there's our year gone that fast in a blink.
Who is Brian Graneri? I don't know who that is.
I
I
don't
must
know
have
who
missed
that
when we
is
were talking
either.
about him. Okay, Danny, who is that? I totally missed that comment till just now. Do the old trusty.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. And then again, this morning I reached back out to Fort Mifflin because I would really love to do that this year. So whether it's a private or a public, I still want to do it.
Oh no, Danny, we're going to the Broadwell Funeral Home. Yeah, I haven't really talked to them about this, so I don't know what all. I thought that that was somebody else that was doing the Brian Granary.
It is Austin Maynard property.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's an Austin Maynard, and that's who owns the Broadwell Funeral Home. So they're probably just maybe they're just promoting it. I don't know. Maybe they are in there. I haven't talked to them since our last podcast, and we don't really get a chance to talk. We just do the thing and split. But yeah, we're going to the Broadwell Funeral Home with them and Trap Souls.
Well,
Who knows?
to be honest, Fair of Heights aren't my only thing. Funeral home basements are my fear too. I've just watched too many horror movies as a kid. And if I have to go to a funeral and the bathroom's downstairs, we're not doing it. I do not like basements. Mm-mm. I watch too many horror movies.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I know. That's why I always take you or somebody with me to the bathroom.
We always have to guard the doors.
That's right.
Be the bathroom guard. Yeah, I did see them posted. I didn't really delve into it. Um, Looked kind of cool, and I'm always down for a cool spot for sure. For sure.
So, anybody out there in Facebook land have any questions about any
Basement.
locations?
There is a basement, but it's not accessible because it's not. It's just dirt, and it's not probably not safe at this point. They moved the house a couple years ago. They built a new foundation and put on it, but it's not really a thing.
So, Danny, I will get the history on that place for you. It's pretty impressive. At, it actually sits in the middle of a cornfield, and it was moved exactly 1 mile from where it used to sit. And it was part of the Underground Railroad. So the only thing you'll see at night in the cornfield are deer and foxes and raccoons, and you'll hear a distant
Train
train
track.
whistle. Yeah, and a distant train whistle every now and again. But other than that, you're within a mile though of civilization. Um,
Walmart.
every everything you can imagine is there.
Hmm. I just can't believe I don't have any octagon pictures on our Facebook.
I think we were pretty
So
we were pretty green, pretty new to
we've been there
posting
four
stuff.
times.
I know. I know. I know we have a boatload of video that we have yet to review that we need to upload.
Let's see.
In addition to everything else on the calendar, also this year, we leave open some spots because last year we were asked by various teams to come and help them with public events. We did, oh, Lord, Nacho, what was the investigation or that we helped with the public with Jay's group.
Bushy Run.
Bushy Run. Yeah. So like we'll do stuff like that or stuff at the Greene County Historical Society or in Bushy Run Battlefield. So we leave some of those options open for other teams when they need some volunteer help to assist on their events. Yeah, we kind of spread ourselves pretty thin.
There, this is one of the pictures I'm looking for. Take me a minute to upload it here, but whoops.
Bushy Run is the public, and they have had public investigations also at Greene County Historical Society. The last one they had that was public, Paranormal Quest was there. It was a meet and greet, and it was pretty nice. It was very, very inexpensive, and they provided snacks, drinks, pizza, and took you on a tour and let you investigate. So little things like that are fun to get the public involved, and plus it raises money for those locations that you're at. So that, Danny, is a picture of the Octagon House, and that's taken with oh my God, I'm like
a drone.
a drone.
A
It's hell to
drone.
get old, people. It's hell to get old, I'm telling you.
Now, what you see in the background is like Walmart and all these other businesses.
So we will pitch a tent in the tree line. And of course, there's no bathroom on site. So there's usually a portage on, but less than a mile down the road is a Sheets. And when we're there, I consider that like my public restroom. And it's always very clean, and I can go and get coffee and whatever I need. But there's every restaurant that you can imagine there. Um, Sit down, dine in, fast food. There's hotels, motels, a lot of shopping. So everything is pretty centralized.
These are all just different seasons of the place. There are windows. What you saw with the blue there was right after it was moved. They took all the windows out, moved the house down the street, across the street, and then had to reassemble a bunch of it. This is what it looked like back in the
When it was built,
early 1900s, I think it was 1850,
1869. I think it was
1869.
1859 or 69.
I thought it was in the 50s, but that was the drawing of what it looked like at one time before it was moved. It really is such a cool house. Um, it's small inside, so it'd be a challenge, but um,
So Tommy
it'd be
Gill is the
it'd be five of us and probably three of them.
so Tommy Gill is the proprietor of that, and he is also the president of the Round Town Historical Society. So all of the money that they make from their flashlight tours and their overnight investigations and such, they're putting it that goes to their historical society, obviously, but they're putting that into get the house back up to what its grand stature that it was at one time. And it's been a long process. He had to go through all the legal stuff for this place, but I think he's got it nailed down, and I'd imagine within the next 5 years, the place will be absolutely spectacular. And I do believe this year they have car cruises and everything else on site as fundraisers, but I think they're going to actually have a Paracon there this year. And they are looking for vendors. For that, we were asked if we would vend, but it's a 4 hour drive for us. And it's just not logical for us to make a 4 hour trip um, for a Paracon and set up. And it would just be more hassle for us at this point than what it's worth at this point. When we set up at Paracons, we don't go there with the intent to make money. We set up, we're lucky if whatever we sell, we make $1, maybe $2 on an item. We go there to network, meet friends, hang out, socialize more so than anything. Um, and we love interacting and talking to people from the public that have questions. So if you're into that and you're interested, if you reach out to the Greg Kreitz Octagon House through the Round Town Historical Society, I'm sure they would love for you to set up an event there. That staircase is very beautiful, but it's not walkable at this point. There is a back staircase off of the kitchen, and they were what they called the servant staircase, and that's the staircase you use to actually access to the second floor.
This is looking up through the staircase to the cupola.
And that's where
It
the
was
shadow
a du-
figure that's where the shadow
that's
figure
where
was cut.
yeah. It was built as a house. Donna says between 1855 and 1856. Yeah, that's correct. Um, it was a house that was the thing in the 1850s that there were all these octagon houses being built across the United States, and I think there's something like 20 of them remaining, which makes it really cool that this is here. Um, and they've done everything they could to preserve it. It needs a lot of work, but Tommy is the guy to get it done. Absolutely, the guy to get it done. Like I said, we have had every time we've been there, it's been off the hook crazy. And the first thing I can say to you is the second you walk in, you better have a camera recording because that's just that's how it works. The second you're not recording, you're done. You missed something. I've seen full body apparitions, and I didn't have a camera. I've seen people peek around doorways. Oh yeah, we will do solos. Oh yeah,
Oh,
everybody
we'll
gets a shot.
definitely do solos.
Everybody gets a shot. We'll do group stuff. We'll do solos. Yeah,
And
we'll do teams of two.
there's absolutely nothing negative there.
No, absolutely nothing. I mean, we've had disembodied voices. We've had shadow figures. I mean, we've had it all there. I mean, it's just no demons, nothing bad. Just really good paranormal activity.
Good class A EVPs.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Kalani did one of the first investigations there with Tommy. If anybody's
Kalani
familiar
was
with
Kalani was swatted on his investigation.
Dorian Alive.
Yeah, he was doing a live, and this girl called in the SWAT team on him. Had the county sheriff's there. It was a big ordeal. That's on YouTube if you want to see it. But they
I
got the
forget
girl that did it,
I forget
and
she was in Texas and I
Yeah,
forget why she did it. She was mad about something, but it could have potentially been really bad.
yeah. You know how people get when they get a wild hair growing.
What can't you find? Danny, what can't you find? Kalani's YouTube? I don't even know if he still investigates anymore.
He doesn't investigate, but should still be on there.
We'll have to find it and pull it up and send it to you. Yeah, we'll look for the specific video and send it to you. Because it was pretty frightening because the police came and literally they were live and they got handcuffed and everything and taken out of the house, only for it all to get sorted out. And then the sheriff and the deputies and such ended up investigating afterwards with him, but they had to track this lady down, this girl down. Found out she was in Texas, and yeah, I think she got in a whole heap of trouble for that because at one time swatting was a big thing and quite a few innocent people were hurt and unalived by people doing that. It was a pretty dangerous thing. And I guess it was like a TikTok type thing. And I'm glad that trend went away.
Yes. Okay, let me see. I'm looking to see if I can find Kalani's
Video.
video.
And there goes that furnace again. So
It
this
says no
week I
matches
have,
for Octagon.
what's that?
Says has no matches for Octagon. I know we watched it.
Yeah, we did watch it. Why don't you look up swatting incident at the Greg Kreitz Octagon House or something? Like Google search. I gotta check out.
Interesting.
All right. I was checking on Skip.
Um, oh, maybe it was a TikTok.
It may I really don't. It's been a while since we watched it.
Ghost Hunter swatted while on TikTok.
That's
Yep,
probably
that's where it is.
it's on TikTok, Danny.
It's on TikTok. Um, yeah, it's on TikTok.
It's called Ghost Hunter Swatted on TikTok. If you Google that, it'll take you to that video.
Yeah, it's on TikTok. TikTok. I knew I watched it. I just couldn't remember where I watched it. But it's good. For sure. Well, look at that. We made it over an hour.
And I'm still wearing my hat.
And you're still wearing your hat. Look at you. You survived an entire hour on a podcast.
I can't believe I survived an entire hour out in the public looking like a hot mess, like a busted can of biscuits.
You haven't been out in public. You've only been on here with 6 or 7 of us.
Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus. It's still
Of
like
course,
a
now it'll be
public.
on. Now it's going to go on YouTube forever. So,
I know, I know. Oh, Lord. Normally
all
I
right.
don't
So if
look
you're
this
on here,
bad.
Oh, and your sister never popped onto this one.
She works on Sundays.
Oh, I thought she usually popped on Sundays.
She ends up popping on. I think she's done at like 12:30, and then she usually gets home, and then she pops on, and it's like the last few minutes.
So if you guys are on here, it says there's six of us, six of you, not six of us. Doesn't count me and her, but there's six of you. Everybody go look on you on TikTok for Kalani and watch the Octagon House swatting as it happened. That's your homework. Next Sunday, I'll ask you about it. You can tell me all about it, or not, whatever. I don't care. But
Well, maybe
I
next
just know
Sunday,
there's something fun to
maybe
do.
we'll have a little contest next Sunday and do a little giveaway.
Or maybe I can get Tommy to jump on here next Sunday.
I'm thinking that would be great. We should give him a call.
Yeah, Danny, it's on TikTok. If you Google Ghost Hunter swatted during TikTok live stream, you'll find it right away.
So maybe we'll get Tommy Gill on here next week. Next Sunday, we'll work on him this week. We'll give him a call today.
Yep, no promises, but we will certainly try. Because he's not always easy to get along with, get a hold of.
Yeah, he works a lot, and he doesn't work close to home. He travels a lot for his work. But he's like, I forget what he does for a living, but it's pretty
He's an
major, like
engineer.
an arch.
Yeah, he
Yes, he's an engineer, but he does stuff with like electrical lines and roads and overhead posts, and yeah. So he travels a lot.
okay, Danny. I sent you a link.
So I can't see anybody that's on here besides Danny, and I think Anna Mae is still on, but I don't know who else is on.
Donna
Hi, Donna.
Donna's
Well,
on
hello, Donna.
because she's the one that said when it was built, 1955 and 1956.
Okay. And I just can't see anybody on.
I it doesn't tell me when they reply. So now it says there's five. So somebody left. But
Well,
anyway,
I'm still here. You're still there. Danny's still there. Donna's still there. So there's four of us. So there's some rogue person out
it
there.
doesn't count me and you.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
number of people watching. It's the number of people watching. So all right. Well, we once again thank you guys for spending a little time with us on your Sunday afternoon, and we greatly appreciate it. Do I have a
So
podcast this week?
next Sunday on our Sunday fun day, maybe we can get Tommy Gill on and maybe do a giveaway. Your homework assignment is to look at that video and get some good questions for Tommy. We will post it if we are successful in tracking him down and getting him to come on.
I do not have a podcast this week, other than going to the Bel Air House for a live. So no podcast until March 3rd, when I have Ashley from Penn Paranormal. And I think that's a pretty cool one. So I hope a ton of people freaking join in because she's been doing this a long time and it's something I've really been looking forward to. So come and ask questions to Ashley because she's awesome. And if you don't know who Ashley is, go look for her because Penn Paranormal's been around a long time.
Thanks for
All
jumping
right,
on,
guys.
guys.
You guys have a great rest of your weekend,
Peace.
and we will see you on the other side of